know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone? Hello.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Firstly, what resonated with you about Jen Walters and She-Hulk in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I think initially when I read the script, it was truly just that she was so relatable to me. I felt like first off, we were getting a glimpse into like a part of the Marvel universe that we never see, which is like the sort of more mundane stuff, day-to-day things. And that to me is a really funny juxtaposition inside of this huge superhero story. So back to what I was saying before, my theory.
Oh, God.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America. And from that moment on, a symbol of America, he is rushed to the front lines. He becomes a war hero. Then he is frozen in ice.
Right.
So based on everything you've told me, after he gets unfrozen, he goes from world-threatening disaster to world-threatening disaster. That's when he's not a fugitive from the law. Right? So it seems like he was pretty busy.
All you're doing is repeating everything that I've already told you about my friend and colleague.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin.
Look out! There's a funny scene between you and Bruce where you're debating Captain America's virginity. I didn't even realize that was a thing, and it sent me down a whole Google rabbit hole, because I did Google it, because I wanted to see what other people... Yeah, I wanted to see what other people thought. So what did you think? What do you think?
Well, I didn't know this is a question either. But I love that that's how her brain works. And I love that there are other people out there whose brain works that way. I think that that's like, those are the kind of people who are going to come to this show and be like, oh, I see myself. I was wondering if he was a virgin too. It's that kind of representation that's very important.
So it did send me down a rabbit hole of other Marvel theories. So I'm curious, have you gone on and started getting on the Reddit forums? Are you arguing with fans anonymously? Like, how deep into this world are you getting?
I don't even know how to access Reddit. I truly wouldn't understand how to even is it reddit.com? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm a grandma. I truly don't understand how it works. TikTok, what?
Okay. That's probably a good thing though, because you'll waste hours and hours of time. On it. So
but
keep
I
it that
also
way.
I love that those discussions happen. I love that people engage that much and find community where they can discuss things that they love and that they hate and that they are curious about. I think that's cool.
I love that Abomination comes back. And Tim is so funny in this. He's so great. What did you think of the decision to bring back Abomination?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was so special because he's from a movie where Mark wasn't even playing the Hulk. You know what I mean? It's so deep dive, and that makes so much sense to me that we would bring him into this show. And also, and I would say this about all of the MCU actors who came to this show, they were so willing to play in this environment, which was a very different tone from most of the other, pieces that they'd been in. The ways that that Tim had explored his character were much darker and way less not like a sitcom. You know what I mean? So for him to bring that character in and so joyfully play in this goofy atmosphere was really, really cool to watch.
I don't know if I'm getting into spoiler territory, but Wong is a big fan of The Sopranos, and Adriana's death comes up. And I do remember watching The Sopranos, and Adriana's death was where my wife said, I'm not watching this anymore. She was so hurt. So I'm curious. So I want to ask you, I don't know if you're a Sopranos fan, who was the most shocking death on that show?
So basically I'm like Wong, where I'm behind. I need to watch this show. I think I watched the first season. I was like, this is amazing. And then I was like, oh God, there's so many seasons and I can't. I have a short attention span. I can't see it.
Okay, well, you still have a lot of time to catch up. Tatiana, how big are the stakes going to get though in this show? I mean, we've seen it. It's funny. It's light, but it can't stay that way, or can it?
No, it invariably cannot. A woman would not be allowed to be superhero without something happening to her. And there is definitely, Smart Hulk talks about it at the beginning. He says, once you are this, you have a target on your back. And that is a very real thing. And that sense of people being threatened by her presence alone, whether she is superheroing or in the courtroom or just existing, it is a threat. And so that certainly will be something that we navigate later. And emotionally, internally, the episodes get really personal and at the same time get massive, which is a great juxtaposition, I think.
She-Hulk and the A-Force?
There's like a rumor going around that I told Kevin Feige that I wanted her to lead the A-Force. I like saw an article that was like Tatiana like demanded that she lead the A-Force. I was like, I don't know that I said that, but now I am.
It's on Reddit for sure. I guarantee you.
Right.
Okay, the question I ask everybody when I interview a Marvel star, your favorite Marvel movie, and also who is the strongest Avenger?
Ooh, my favorite Marvel movie, I feel like there's a few of them. I loved Thor Ragnarok. I felt like, that really like busted what I thought a Marvel movie could be. And yeah, and also like the first Iron Man was really exciting because it was like the beginning of something. Felt like, the start. The strongest Avenger is She-Hulk. No, I'm just kidding.
You can say it.
I can't say it because it's not true. But I'll leave it at that. Wow! Jesus, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.